Last, you also brought up that y'all joined one of the biggest gangs in the neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
You graduate. It's no longer the Saigons.
Right.
What's the name of the gang?
Well, it actually, the name changed while we was in Westbury.
Okay.
So, we Saigons. And, our cousins, we didn't grow up like cousins. We grew up like brothers and sisters.
Right.
Right. So we used to call back to Queens because they were still living in Queens. And we was going like, yo, man, what's going on? This and that. What's going on with the Saigons? Oh, we're not Saigons no more. We're all 7 Crowns. I said, oh, okay, I guess we're 7 Crowns now. And so that's when the name changed for us out in Westbury. But then when we moved back to Queens and we came into contact with actual 7 Crowns, besides the name that we adopted, that's when it began to change.
Can y'all talk to me about the 7 Crowns and where did that name come from?
Wow. So the Crowns was actually originated from the Bronx.
Okay.
Right.
And the Prez of all Crowns was named Godfather. And the Prez of all Crowns in Queens was named Black. We called him Mr. Black. And he went to school with one of the brothers from out of the Bronx, Rosie, and he talked to Black about the Crowns, and Black brought the Crowns out to Queens. And it might have been 71, somewhere in that area.
70, 71.
Yeah, and and it just began to, fester and grow from there.
So the Crowns got big real quick.
Yeah, real quick. There were some things that happened, some transformations. So I wouldn't say real quick, but about time 1974, 75 came around, yeah, it was major.
But you know what? The Crowns only got big if the person who seemed to be in power realized that there's other gang members after me, then the Crowns was huge. But if you think that the gang didn't go beyond you, then maybe it was 20 Crowns. But we know once upon a time, the Crowns might have reached in the numbers of 1,000 to 1,500 strong.
Easily.
Because there's always powers in numbers. So it's impossible for you to be one of the most powerful gangs in New York and you don't have numbers. Impossible.
Was it different segments of the Crowns?
Yes.
Yeah.
It was different segments.
Divisions.
There was different divisions.
Yeah.
What division were y'all a part of?
Well, in the beginning stage, it was like the young Crowns, or they would say the baby
Crowns.
Crowns.
Okay.
So you had the young Crowns, you had the little Crowns, then you had the big Crowns, and you had the Royal Crowns.
The Royal Crowns was the females.
Got you.
Right. So it was just, and then there were different divisions.